Of course, we all know FSU barely got into a bowl game. They had to play that final game, but it was announced yesterday that Derwin James, their just unbelievable defensive star, is not going to play in that game. It seems like deja vu, Trevor. We saw this last year. It looks like we're going to see more of it this year. He's already out. Other players have announced, and I think this is only the beginning. Your reaction?
I am fine with it. Because, Paul, it's an individual decision. I hear people saying that you need to love football, you need to love your teammates, you've got to play in that bowl game, and that will show that you care. Well, maybe it will. But depending on the individual, maybe it won't. And the thing about Derwin James is that last year he was injured early in the season, missed the rest of the season. I don't think he owes it to his teammates to risk his future for an exhibition game. Now, this is not to denigrate or diminish the value of these bowls. They are important. And if it were the national championship race, if it were the playoff, we'd have a different kind of a conversation. But when you look at the other side of it, I don't think it's fair for teammates to look at one of their teammates who has a history of injury and say, we demand that you risk your future for this last bowl game, for this exhibition game, so we have a chance to win it. I don't think that's fair for those guys to do it. That needs to be a decision by the individual player. From a Derwin James standpoint, I think this is the right call, and I don't think it's disrespectful to his teammates, to the bowl, or to himself and his love for football. I think it's the right call.
Great stuff. Trevor, many, many thanks. We will talk to you next week. I look forward to it.
Thank you, Paul.
Good stuff. You know, I agree with Trevor on that, and I think a lot of people went overboard last year, but it is an individual decision. I was talking to Mac Brown the other day, and he was talking about one of his players, one of his star players, who was banged up, but he played in the Rose Bowl because it was for the University of Texas. But that was a number of years ago. Today, players think about their own welfare, and why not? If you have the opportunity to make millions and millions of dollars as an NFL player, do you really want to risk it in a meaningless bowl game? And let's be honest, I know nobody wants to hear this because the kids have that opportunity, but most of these games are meaningless. They're important to the individual teams and to many of the players. But if you're banged up and you're going to risk permanent injury or serious injury or debilitating injury, I got it right now. I think I am being debilitated. It is a big deal, and it's a personal choice. We'll take a break.